There's an image right here. And I still just made green. What if I do make it green? Blue. Oh, okay. Magenta. Ooh, this one. What about this one? What's that one website? Crafting. It's like Minecraft, but like going to crafting. Crafting. Hopefully that works. Like crafting. Let's go! What's the daily challenge? Then get that. Get that, but then also get that. So now we have those. You can make pink stained glass. Oh, sorry, so it's all you use is to. Okay. So we got that. Whoa. No. We're supposed to be like. Oh, it's supposed to make a pickaxe. But then what? Okay. cool. Do we need to like smelt this or something? I think we're supposed to like smelt it. Make a swab. We can also make another swab. I can make another swab. I can make a button. I can make a pressure plate. Let's just go back on new.fun. Wait, what's this do? Oh, okay. Let's do this now. I'm doing this with one hand, by the way, so. Oh, what am I doing? This right side. Epstein, I. Oh, it's a lie. Why are you doing this? First. Oh. 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 I'm confused. I'll put C. It's not my actual name. It's just not cool, yo. I'll put that. I'm not gonna give you my full name. That'd be stupid. Oh, I can just put in just cause I was thinking about that. I was like, oh. Okay. if I play Jolly again? You see, all my chat members are saying yeah. So I'm just not going. No, when is unique class handle 64? It's forwarded. See, I told you. Whoa, story of Wondertale. That's funny. So, if I'm playing it, it's friendly and you get to see it. I still. Okay, maybe not become funny because it did activate Windows. Why would you not activate Windows? That's mean. Don't worry, we're running to the tank house. Yeah. We're all clapping hands. Yeah. The 9 font.
Super running the totally clear challenge? Here, take this coin. You're gonna need it for what can happen next.
Well, I see gives heads up every time. This is 4. Yo, I think it's close. But did I actually scare me for a second? Same thing! was right there!
Stop running. I've put a tracking device on you, and I won't be able to break the rules. Now, don't do that again, alright?
I saw my dad. The broken script. This ain't dude, why? Why? Am I weird that quick or have I been streaming for 31 minutes already?
Hey, Kate, want to do a super run and you can only do me a challenge?
Oh, holy whip off.
You're gonna need it for what's happening.
If I do this. And I actually did, so I just done the way how I usually do it when I. 13. He might be new. Oh, I think I just heard him. Wait, why you went there? Jesse's back. Back again. Sadie's back. Terror friend.
Here, take this coin. You're gonna need it for what's gonna happen next.
Thank you. Hey, wait. How? Oh. I just supposed to say good purple goblins. Eh. You could cheat? Wait, you could just cheat. What's this? I might. Yeah, wait. I says, why was I green? I was supposed to be blue. Was the joke weird that was it was the joke weird? Is that not good? Because pussy for me, I thought it was funny. Why is he still right there? If I get a 1, I'll get a 1, and that's like bad. Dude. Stop, you can kill someone. I'll be bad, terrible. Okay, I think I should probably go over here. So it's like it's now lagging for me a bit. Also, I don't hear anymore, so I think I'm at least somewhat safe. Okay, now I hear him. Oh, he's over here. Also, did I get this? Okay, yeah. Whoa, I did not know it was made in a decompiler. That's so crazy. He might be here. He might be here. Please, dude! I was right clicking on it. Dude. You see what happened? Now you took my skin. Unbelievable. Yeah, I guess say that was unbelievable. Yeah, let's probably do this. Just kind of put this down a little bit. I'm back. Dude, what? Okay, you know what? I sorry, it's gonna full screen my game, so it's probably also gonna lag too. That's on me. That's on me. Task manager. I'm sorry too bad, but time I get there, it's probably good. It just close out. What about one more thing? Friday night, freaking. I did feel like a little bit at this. I'm a natural at this game. I'm a natural at this game. And, like, if you didn't know that, well, now you're about to know. You know, now we got a touch here to play. And I hope I actually set the right settings so it doesn't sweat. That's what I'm gonna say anyways. Dude. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to wet this rest for a while. I'm just gonna go back here and put Roblox instead. It's the game that ended. I got mad. And this is the case of the game I was gonna play, but then I tried using the website for it and it lagged, so we're not doing that. In fact, we're actually going to play. I can prove that I'm a natural at this. He's like Henry Stickman. Except for Milk Crusty, there was like a secret badge that if we were to like, if we were in the song and like you type in like Henry Stickman or whatever, you get the badge. It was so like this like little cutscene, and then like it would, and then you, but like you get the badge and there'll be a cutscene, and then you just get kicked out from the game. That just sounds like something from Dolly Whippy Kid. I remember there was like this game and then like a testing place. They're both public, and then at one point he just kinda took that game down and only left this game to be here. He's so just amazing. He's so just like maybe like, oh, this is an older version, we wanna go play it. You know, it's probably buggy and you can't play it anymore. I'm saying, like, hypothetically, do you want to play it? See, I'm a natural at this. Military Tower? What's this game? Oh, it's just those tower games, but like with like a war, like military. Oh. Tower Microsoft. What's this game about? Me too. I wanna play. Guys, I could beat this in one attempt. Wait, hold on. Can you get on it? Hey, we have no idea if we can. I didn't get touching. That's cool. Yes, you can. This is a 9 out of 10. I mean, 10 out of 10 game. I don't know why I said 9 out of 10, but like, this is the best game ever. I thought it was actually from Steam for a second. It isn't, but I actually thought it was. Instead of the fact that I could beat it. Did I press E? Z? So make it 2. So negative 14, I think. After you see. $20. Negative 10. You see, I'm just not good at games. I don't get caught. Unbelievable. Eight. Still 1. So negative 6. Negative 20, I think. Yo, I did. What's that supposed to mean? Dude, don't hit me. Oh! When I met you in the summer, as my heart beats out, we fell in love as the leaves turned brown. So those 2 leaves turn more subjects. And now I'm gonna have to do more math again. So negative 9. $25. Yes, I am. I could beat this. I did a sequence stench. Man, why do you think this is? Oh, yeah, it's a blue door for some reason. Right now he's at his like max. I feel like he's over here, but also at the same time, I don't know. Dude, I am done for. Hey, when I met you in summer, my heart beats out. We found love as the leaves turn round. Funny. It's funny faster. Oh, I know what Nugget is. Wait, hold on. You all know Nugget, right? Well, have you heard of Fred? Dude, if I die, I will dislike this. Wait, why is it? Wait. What's with this stuff? Dude, do people not know Fred? Dude. A copyright mechanism. When I met you in the summer, my heart beats out. When I found love, as the leaves turn round. Pineapple salty. I don't know what that is. Sweaty Tubby's the multiplayer. Can you play this with a controller? I need to know. Cut the customization. Change full color to blue. Everybody wants to know who I am. Why did he die? I die. I get it. I never actually played the original Sunny Tubbies. What do you mean, boss? I did watch the Savannail video on Sunny Tubbies though. That's how I actually knew about this join. Yo, boy, I don't think I can join anymore. What's the fight? it's just a drone bar right here. Whereas I'm connected with all my friends. These are all my friends. Even Michael Pie is here. Know how good it is. When I met you in the summer, my heart beats. Yo, don't die. Yo. I can't do this. I don't want to do. Dude, I think those are like NPCs. I didn't realize. Bodies, basic, super duper. We'll start teaming this. I'm gonna get you. No. What if your name is even? This I can do it wrong. You see, I'm just that good. Oh well, I didn't mean it. No, he's gonna touch. He's gonna get me. Dude, this guy with eyes is gonna. I was gonna close my game. Okay, it's not. 6-7 strike out. Let's get this open. Guys, it's normal again. It's not so. It's probably gonna say this again. Although there is like a endless cycle of doom in there, so that's probably why. I'm gonna be Tia. Going towards what? Basically not. Yeah. You're going so fast. Did they sell Fox on here? Yeah! So, I think the buttons. It's so good. Anyway, boss not supposed to be doing. Boss not supposed to be doing. Yo, who did that? Who said that? What's the original name? Do you really have an original name? Yeah?
Good night.
Good night. Oh, am I so sweaty? No wonder I was so fast. Cause I'm just fast like that, man. We're going to be attempting the $2 challenge in Roblox. $1 challenge in Roblox. Basically, we only have $1. That's all we can use. You can't use any other. Cause that would be cheating. And no cheat Pokemon, sir. No. Why? No, don't do it. No. It's gonna be some cinema. No. Only I get to do this. No! You! Why? Can you believe? Why is the Benny developer there? I wish there's indication. Usually the source like something here. Like at least. But now it's kinda Hey, you stole my banana! Am I so fast? I see now I'm fast? No, you're not supposed to do that. Woman gets no world. Never mind, so what do you got? Haha. Yo. I was just joking. Ooh! There's no way. What's this game even about anymore? I'm not book smart, I'm money smart. He's stuck me. No, he's trapped. Never mind. Bro, yo, I was joking about the whole trap thing. Yeah, but would have. But he actually did. I'm trying to grab it! Please, just let me get this notebook. Okay. So no idea what those are. Always has a bald spot. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the notebooks. Okay, that's number 1. That's number 2, and it might be new. So I gotta go. What the freak? Yo, and so I just got this notebook, right? Now we have to go to over here to get. Oh wait, I think his just broken. I think he knows that. Can you stop? Oh wow. Continue around. Yes. Yo, doing it. You see potato chip? You see what we did? Can you do this again? No, I died.
Collect 2 notebooks before you can use these stores. Collect 2 notebooks before you can use these stores. 2 notebooks before you can use these stores.
Actually, just the $1.12 challenge. You know, only I could hit this one. Yeah, yeah. This guy is just a little too stupid. Oh, yo, stop it, man. That did nothing, but you know, it could have done something. Well, this is my ibuprofen. Get it? It's a thing. Ibuprofen. Because ibuprofen. Guys, I'm back. It says, what do you even find days and time? Like, what do you even find that? He made this morning. Yeah, just what you get for not. Guys, I'm gonna listen to the first Gamer Top 10 deleted Alpha 7 apps.
A lot of these apps were big parts of my and millions of other kids' childhoods. So today I'm going to be ranking, in my opinion, the top 10 deleted Outfit 7 apps. Here we go. For the number 10 spot, I gotta put Talking Rex the Dinosaur. I don't hate this game, nor do I really hate any of the ones on this list, but I feel that Talking Rex is one of the lesser memorable ones. And not only that, but out of the rest of the talking apps, this one fits the aesthetic of them the least. The rest of the games have similar-ish looking characters, and then you randomly have a T-Rex, and it just feels out of place. It was also never free, and it cost 99 cents at release, and by the time it was taken down in 2014. So that likely reduced the number of people that actually downloaded and played this game, leaving it to stay obscure and out of place. The game itself is also not great. There's only like 3 things for you to do, and so the lack of content, along with the art style of the game and its price, leaves me to put it at the number 10 spot. Before we continue, a little shameless plug here. I am planning on streaming on Twitch soon. My handle is @thefirst_gamer. The link will be in the description, and my first stream will be when we hit 1,000 followers. So if you can follow, that would mean the world to me. Now onto the video. At the number 9 spot, we have Talking John the Bacteria. The main character of this game is a bacteria or virus named John, and basically what you can do in this game is either feed him to multiply him so the bacteria spreads, or put medicine on him to get rid of him. You can also inject some type of liquid on him, but all that does is make him laugh very creepily. This is also a pretty cool game, but for me it gets the number 9 spot because there's really only about 30 seconds worth of gameplay in this game. One of the buttons doesn't even really do anything, it just makes him laugh, and it's also missing the punching and poking aspects that the other talking games have. So you're basically limited to John repeating your words or the 3 animations by clicking the buttons. If you put in enough medicine though, you can just get rid of all the Johns on the screen, and so for a while you're just staring at the screen with nothing on it, waiting for one of them to respawn, so it kinda gets boring. But yeah, I think this one is pretty unique and a cool concept, but there's really not much content for it to be any higher than a 9. At the number 8 spot, we have Talking Baby Hippo. This game is surprisingly obscure despite it only releasing 2 weeks after the OG Talking Tom, but for some reason it just didn't take off as much as Talking Tom did. Pretty much all of the talking games are marketed towards kids, but Talking Baby Hippo is marketed towards literal babies. The the buttons that play the animations are colorful and big, and the animations don't really do much. In this game, there's also no poking and punching, and the most you can do is kind of tickle the hippo. With the 4 buttons, you can either give baby hippo a carrot, or give them a balloon, or a pacifier, or just have a butterfly fly past them. And there's really not any variation to these buttons, they're all just one animation each. So realistically, you can go through this game in like a minute. Overall, you can tell that the audience for this game was a little bit different than the rest, and so it didn't really have that Outfit 7 charm, and it kind of felt like a knockoff, and that's why it gets the number 8 spot. At the number 7 spot, we have Talking Lila the Fairy. I honestly think this app is quite cool and unique, and it was the app that came out right before Talking Ben. There's basically a night mode and a day mode in the game, and this talking game I would say is a lot more calm than the others. A lot of the animations just feature her humming a certain song, and some other ones just play sparkly effects. And while I think that this app is cool and has a certain charm to it, it released at a time when Outfit 7 was really going viral, and for some reason this app just wasn't as influential as the app that came right after it, which is Talking Ben. I would say that if there was a little bit more content and more unique animations, then this app would have really gone viral, but that's why it earns the number 7 spot. The number 6 spot, we have Talking Roby the Robot. I actually quite like this game, even though the main character is not super unique or memorable, but it really has all of the features that you would need in a talking game. You can punch and poke Roby, and at times he might even headbutt you, and you can also make him sing and dance, but I think the best feature is that you can actually type out words for him and he'll actually say them, which is a feature unique to this game. You might be wondering then why I put it at number 6 despite it being quite good, and that's because I think the next 5 games are just better, but I actually do really like Roby the Robot, and it's a shame that they had to take it down because of copyright issues. That's why it earns the number 6 spot. We've now hit the number 5 spot, and to be honest, the rest of these apps are quite close to each other, but at the number 5 spot, we have Talking Santa. I tried to not have nostalgia interfere with this list, but I gotta say that Talking Santa is one of the most memorable talking games in my opinion. This game had a lot for you to do and had a really unique vibe compared to the other talking games. It also had way more content. There was this gift mechanic where Talking Santa would pull out a gift out of his bag and give it to you, and there were so many gift possibilities that you could really sit there for a while going through all of them. There was also a cookies and milk mechanic, which was pretty cool and reminds me of the OG Talking Tom game where you can give him milk, and it actually uses the same model for the milk cup as well. But this game also has the most cameos out of all of the other talking games as far as I'm aware, because there's a feature where you can take a photo where Talking Tom's OG model slides in and takes a photo with Talking Santa, but there's also a bunch of options for other photos that feature the entirety of the Talking Friends cast up until that point. And I think it's kind of interesting how for the animation when Tom comes in they use the OG model, but for the photos they use the Talking Tom 2 model. But yeah, the amount of content along with all of the cameos and just the vibe of the game, I think easily earns this game the number 5 spot on the list. For the number 4 spot, we have a game that a lot of you might not remember, and it might be a little bit controversial to have it at the number 4 spot, and that is Talking Harry the Hedgehog. This game is just so unique, and I didn't even play it as a kid, but I really think that this game should have been one of the mainstream Outfit 7 games. Basically, Harry is a tired hedgehog who's quite slow, but when you give him an energy drink, he turns super fast, and he has 2 modes. Either you give him a red drink, and he becomes a karate master who can dodge every time you try to tap him, or you can give him a blue drink, and he turns into Neo from the Matrix, and starts dodging a bunch of bullets. Even though this game is obviously a play on Sonic the Hedgehog, I still think it was quite well done with a lot of personality. It also has the most modes out of any of the other talking games, because there's really 3 different variations of the character, either the normal, or the karate master, or Neo from the Matrix. And overall, you can tell that they were for sure having a great time in the office while they were making this game, and that's why it earns the number 4 spot in my opinion. At the number 3 spot, we have Talking Larry the Bird. You've definitely seen this game before, and it's actually been the subject of a few memes. The game itself is quite simple, but it does have this cool piano mode where you can play certain keys and the bird will sing those keys. I think you can argue that this game should be lower on the list, but while this game was not as popular as Talking Tom, Ben, or Angela, I would say that most people who played those games also played this one as it was quite popular. Talking Larry also appears in Talking Angela, which is still currently up on the App Store and in the OG Talking Tom app. So I would say that Outfit 7 hasn't totally forgotten about Talking Larry, even though they have taken the app down. So yeah, this game just earns its number 3 spot based on its influence and popularity, but it definitely could use having more features. At the number 2 spot, we have Talking Gina the Giraffe. This was a game that I played tons of as a kid, and it actually had a lot of content compared to the other talking games, maybe even the most out of all of them. And I would say that this is one of the only talking games that actually has a challenge, which is the patty cake game. There's 48 levels of patty cake in this game, and they get more difficult as you go up. And there's also a happiness meter which unlocks
Really?
animations and things you can do in the game as it gets higher. This game is genuinely 100%able as there's actual levels in it for you to complete. And Gino was one of the most iconic characters, but unfortunately it was forgotten despite having one of the cooler games. But yeah, this game is full of content, it's quite nostalgic to me, and that's why it gets the number 2 spot. At the number 1 spot, we have none other than the OG Talking Tom app. This is the app that started it all for Alpha 7. It was by far the most popular app, and the app played by hundreds of millions of kids worldwide. It really brought popularity to the talking game genre, and despite being quite simple, I think it easily earns its number 1 spot without too much backlash. If you think about it, there's really not much that sets this game apart from the others, and I'm not too sure why people ended up loving this one specifically over the rest, but
Yeah.
Let's play.
Okay, that's cool.